You haven't been alone with your own thoughts in years. Not really. Give yourself 10 free minutes today, right now if you can, and watch what you actually do with them. Chances are you won't rest. You'll reach for your phone, the laundry, or the one thing on your list that's been nagging at you since Tuesday. That's not free time. That's guilt, wearing a disguise. Now widen that out to your whole day, from the moment you wake up to the moment your head hits the pillow. Audit where your mental energy actually goes. For most people watching this right now, the honest answer is almost none of it goes to you. You're keeping the peace at home, solving emergencies at work, handling family obligations and making sure everyone around you is taken care of. You've spent years, maybe decades, accommodating others, anticipating their needs before they even ask, and quietly moving your own priorities to the bottom of a list that never gets shorter. And on the rare occasions you do find yourself completely alone, a subtle guilt creeps in. You feel like you should be cleaning, running errands, or answering messages. Like alone time has to be earned, or justified, or immediately productive. Society has told you that time alone is a sign of loneliness, isolation, or selfishness. The psychological research says something completely different. Intentional solitude isn't about withdrawing from the people you love. It's about reclaiming your sovereignty, building a quiet space where your own voice can finally be heard over everyone else's demands. So today, I'm handing you 5 things that psychology says will give your life back to you, not by adding one more thing to your plate, by taking permission away from everyone who's been quietly living off your attention for years. Stay with me through all 5, because the 4th one is the one most people skip, and it's the one that makes everything else on this list actually work. Number 1. Take unplugged solitude walks. When was the last time you stepped outside for a walk without a podcast in your ears, a phone in your pocket, or someone walking beside you? Most of us never let our minds go quiet. The second a lull opens up in the day, we instinctively reach for stimulation, but research in cognitive psychology and design ideation shows that walking completely free of digital distraction dramatically boosts original thinking, problem solving, and emotional processing. When you walk alone with nothing in your ears, your brain shifts into what environmental psychologists call soft fascination. Unlike the forced attention it takes to answer emails or manage your day, soft fascination lets your mind wander and quietly incubate ideas while your body stays in motion. Movement fuels thought. The simple, repetitive rhythm of walking helps you digest suppressed emotions and untangle the problems that get drowned out by a chaotic day. Try this. This week, step outside for 20 minutes with no phone, no earbuds, no agenda. Let your thoughts go wherever they need to go. You'll be surprised how much clarity surfaces once you stop drowning it out. Number 2. Choose solitude comfort over solitude coping. There's a real difference between using alone time to escape the world and using it to reconnect with yourself. A study published in Frontiers in Psychology found 2 very different ways people experience solitude. Solitude coping happens when you isolate because you're burnt out, drained, or avoiding conflict. It offers relief in the moment, but research links it to greater loneliness over time because it's driven by exhaustion, not rest. Solitude comfort is different. It's the ability to sit quietly with yourself and feel genuinely relaxed and at peace in your own presence. It's not an escape from your life, it's an embrace of it. Try this. Once today, spend 15 unhurried minutes doing something small and unproductive, a quiet cup of tea, a few pages of a book, without checking a notification. You're not wasting time. You're teaching your brain that your worth isn't tied to how useful you are to everyone else. Number 3. Practice a skill in total solitude. Think of a skill you've always wanted to master, a creative passion you set down years ago, or a project you've delayed starting because you didn't have a partner to do it with, or because you worried how you'd look trying. Research on high achievement is blunt about this. Mastery isn't built in group enthusiasm or social praise. It's built in the quiet, unglamorous hours of solitary, deliberate practice. In landmark studies of top performers, the people who reached the highest levels of skill were the ones willing to sit alone with the hardest, most uncomfortable parts of their craft. When no one is watching, you're free to fail, adjust, and try again without performing for anyone. That's where real confidence gets built. Not the innate kind, but the kind you earn by showing up for yourself when nobody's applauding. Try this. Give one skill you've been putting off 30 minutes this week. Alone, unfilmed, unannounced. Let it be bad. Let it be yours. Number 4. Protect 60 minutes of deep, unbroken work. If your day feels like a non-stop cycle of messages, requests, and jumping between tasks, your brain is living in a state psychologists call attention residue. Every time you switch tasks, even for a 2-second glance at a notification, part of your working memory stays stuck on the thing you just left. Do that all day, every day, and by the afternoon you're exhausted, irritable, and certain you worked hard, but somehow accomplished nothing that mattered. The fix isn't more hours. It's one boundary. 60 minutes of unbroken focus on the thing that actually matters to you. Try this. Once this week, close every tab, put your phone in another room, and give 60 uninterrupted minutes to one priority. Yours, not anyone else's. That single hour does more than raise your output. It proves your mind still belongs to you. Number 5. Take a solo outing on your own terms. When was the last time you sat down at a restaurant, walked into a museum, or took a weekend trip completely alone? For a lot of people, the idea alone is uncomfortable. The worry about what strangers will assume, or the guilt of not bringing someone along. But research on solo travelers tells a different story. Over 83% of solo women travelers choose to go it alone, specifically to seek out personal growth and self-discovery. When you go somewhere by yourself, every decision is entirely yours. Where to eat, when to leave, what to see, how fast to move, with no one's mood to manage but your own. Try this. Pick one outing this month you'd normally wait to do with someone, dinner, a gallery, a day trip, and go by yourself instead. Notice what it does to your sense of what you're capable of. None of this is about pushing people away or becoming someone who doesn't need anyone. It's about building a relationship with yourself that can hold its own weight. When you protect your solitude the way you protect everyone else's needs, something shifts. You stop settling for the leftovers of your own attention. You stop tolerating relationships and obligations that quietly drain you dry. And you find out that the alone time you've been taught to fear isn't empty at all. It's the one place your strength, your clarity, and your actual voice have been waiting for you the whole time. If this described your week more than you'd like to admit, you're not alone in that either.